What if I told you that there are now more known worlds beyond our solar system than visible stars in the night sky? Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet, as of September 17, 2025, NASA's Exoplanet Archive lists over 6,000 confirmed exoplanets, each with its own environment, its own story. 3 decades ago, that number was 0. In 1992, astronomers Alexander Volsjan and Dale Frail announced the first known exoplanets, 2 worlds orbiting a pulsar, the burned-out core of a dead star. Not exactly the kind of neighborhood you'd want to move into, but they proved one thing: planets aren't rare. Then, in 1995, came 51 Pegasi b, the first planet found around a star like our Sun. It was a gas giant, orbiting so close to its star that a year there lasts just 4 Earth days. Great for quick birthdays, terrible for vacations. That discovery changed everything. Suddenly, the question was no longer, do other planets exist, but how many are there? NASA's Kepler mission, launched in 2009, began to answer that question. For nearly a decade, Kepler stared at one small patch of the Milky Way, watching over 150,000 stars, less than 1/4% of the sky. From that tiny piece of space came thousands of discoveries, proof that planets are everywhere. Practically every star you see might have its own planets. When Kepler retired, its successor, the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, or TESS, took over, scanning almost the entire sky. Kepler was the dreamer. TESS is the explorer, hunting bright nearby stars and finding worlds right in our cosmic backyard. By March 2022, NASA's Exoplanet Archive had reached 5,000 confirmed planets. And now, just a few years later, we've crossed 6,000, each confirmed not by luck, but by patience, precision, and a lot of astronomers who apparently don't sleep much. That's over 6,000 worlds, each one a story waiting to be told. Astronomers rarely see exoplanets directly. Instead, they watch the stars for tiny changes. In the transit method, when a planet passes in front of its star, it blocks a small amount of light, like a miniature eclipse. By measuring how much the light dips and how often, scientists can learn the planet's size, orbit, and even hints of its atmosphere. Another approach, called the radial velocity method, looks for the star's gentle wobble caused by a planet's gravity. As the star moves slightly toward or away from us, its light shifts color due to the Doppler effect. Together, these faint clues reveal distant worlds orbiting faraway stars. Astronomers sort them into several main types. Terrestrial planets are rocky, like Earth or Mars. Solid surfaces where mountains, oceans, and maybe alien selfies could exist. Super-Earths are larger than Earth but may still be rocky, such as Kepler 452b, a world sometimes called Earth's bigger, older cousin. Mini-Neptunes are smaller, gas-rich worlds like GJ1214b. Imagine Neptune, but on a diet, with a thick atmosphere that might even contain hints of water vapor. Neptunian planets, like HD 103949b, resemble Neptune or Uranus, with thick, swirling atmospheres that make them look cool and mysterious from a very safe distance. Gas giants, such as WASP-12b, are massive worlds made mostly of hydrogen and helium, like Jupiter or Saturn, but often way hotter. Some orbit so close to their stars that their atmospheres literally evaporate into space. And then there are rogue planets, loners drifting freely through space without a sun. They're the cosmic equivalent of introverts who said, "You know what? I'm better off alone." And good luck pronouncing that name. I didn't name it, I swear. Beyond these main types are countless exotic worlds, diamond planets, lava worlds, and even ones where it literally rains glass. Sideways. Seriously. But we'll dive into those beauties in a future video. Confirming any of these planets isn't easy. Stars flicker, instruments create noise, and sometimes what looks like a planet turns out to be a cosmic prank. Scientists spend years verifying each candidate. Every confirmed world is a small victory, a testament to teamwork across observatories, computers, and continents. Reaching 6,000 isn't just a milestone, it's proof that humans are really good at staring at dots of light. Until something incredible appears. And there's more coming. Thousands of candidates are still waiting for confirmation. Statistically, our galaxy could host over 100 billion planets, enough for everyone to have their own, several times over. Somewhere among them may lie another Earth, another ocean, another dawn. We found planets orbiting two suns, dead stars, and even drifting alone in darkness. Nature clearly loves variety. No two star systems are alike. Now, we're entering a new era. The James Webb Space Telescope is already analyzing the atmospheres of distant planets, detecting carbon dioxide, water vapor, and possible traces of methane. Webb is like that friend who zooms in on every photo, but instead of faces, it finds molecules. Soon, missions like ESA's PLATO, NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope, and the proposed LUVOIR Observatory will look even deeper, searching for smaller, cooler, and more Earth-like worlds. Each step brings us closer to one of humanity's oldest questions. Are we alone? Maybe somewhere out there, under an alien sky, life has already begun. Intelligent or microscopic, or something we can't even imagine. And maybe, as they look up at their stars, they're wondering the same thing about us. This milestone isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter in our cosmic story. From 2 planets orbiting a dead star to over 6,000 confirmed worlds, we've proven that curiosity has no limits. Somewhere out there could be another Earth, a blue planet circling its sun, with clouds, mountains, and oceans glimmering in the light of a distant star. When we find it, it'll change everything we know about life, the universe, and ourselves. Every discovery expands not just our knowledge, but our sense of wonder. The story of the universe is still being written, one world at a time. So, what do you think? Will the next planet we find be another Earth, or something even stranger? Curious to learn more? Check out the description box for all the official sources we used in this video. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next cosmic adventure.